Jujutsu Kaisen is an anime that just came out. When this podcast comes out, there'll be 2 episodes, but right now we only watched 1. And
that's all is out right now.
Yeah.
It's just 1 episode.
What are your thoughts on it? Like, what do you think? I'm kind of curious.
I have to say it was a little too much at first, but
Yeah.
I didn't understand a thing. But that's, I think, what's good about it is that it's a lot to take on, but they are slowly, like, it's keeping you in that good mystery, but it's not like the freaking, like, whoa, hold on. But
yeah,
it is for a
they're
second.
not throwing so much information at you.
Yeah, it's for a second you're lost, but I think that's good. With any anime, I guess you're lost in the very beginning. But
yeah, it all depends. Because like you don't want like a show just to start and be like just like kind of bland, and it's just like this is this, this is this, this is that, and I'm like, okay, I'm bored. Like mix it up.
That's very. Oh, I just thought about this. It's very odd. Like our movies, like America, is like that. Like Avengers. You know when you're gonna go see an Avengers movie, you're like action, superheroes, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when you say Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm like, what the?
Yeah, it was like Jujutsu what?
Legit, like Boku no Pico. I'm like, oh, that's the best anime ever. And then I go watch it. I'm like, oh, it's the gay porn. Wow. See, I have no idea. The title does nothing.
Yeah.
But Jujutsu Kaisen, I don't know what that is. And then when I see it, I'm like, okay, now I'm having to play catch up, which is not bad. I kind of like that. But it was very interesting. The first few seconds, I was like, what the heck?
Oh, yeah.
But you can see they do show little tiny things that's like, I think I get it. Because at one time, you can see this thing like in the ground, and no one else can see it.
Yeah, you're just like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, I kept looking like, does nobody see this thing? And then I'm like, hold on, that's it. They can't see it.
Yeah.
Only certain people can. And then it's not like oh, only special bred people. It's literally if you had something happen, you can.
You know, you saying that, it kind of like makes me think like, you know, they did a good job explaining, because they didn't just like throw it out there like you're questioning like, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
And then you get your answer right.
Yeah.
Almost like right after. So
It's
they did
very-
a good job explaining that.
Very clean like that. They're explaining. There was also the art style, the animation for it.
Bro, the opening was so like aesthetic.
I like that a
It
lot.
looked so good.
Of course, I still give it hands down to Kimetsu for the like really good artwork, really good flow.
Yeah,
of them.
that's like UFO Table. They're the ones that animated that. They're on another level, I would say.
But I will say this is very close.
Mappa, shout out to you. You're doing good. You're doing good stuff.
I really enjoyed it, and I will continue watching.
Awesome.
And I'm not a sub watcher.
Yeah,
But
he had
I
to
will.
watch this sub.
I
so,
watched the sub, and it's very good in sub.
Yeah,
I
would
like
say
it, and I will keep up with it. And what is it, like weekly? They come out with an episode
every week. I think every Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
Every Thursday.
I don't quote me on that.
I'll definitely be pirating that. I mean, watching that.
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
let's cut that.
No, I got Crunchyroll for Jujutsu Kaisen, okay, and Detective Conan. But because what for me with Jujutsu, I used to read the manga. I used to read it every week, and then I'll stop it because it's that kind of thing you want to binge, and then I'll go back and binge a lot. And it's just like this is the kind of thing where it just gets so hype that you're just like, and I'm legit. If when you get really hyped or just reading a manga,
Yeah.
or just reading period, it's just like, okay, it's got to be really good, and it is. And the reason why I dropped the manga is specifically for the anime, because I was like, you know what, I'm hearing good things, and then I see the trailer come out, the preview for it, and then I finally watched the episode, and I'm just like, okay, I'm getting hyped now, because this is reminding me, like, it's like I said before, it's kind of bringing me back to my teenage age,
Yeah.
where I used to watch Bleach and all that, and I got hyped like that. Like, it's bringing it back.
This is very Bleach-esque to me. I
Yeah.
never watched Bleach. I watch a little bit of Bleach. This is very Bleach-esque.
The story, from what I've seen so far, it has similar, like Bleach-esque. It has like similar elements with it, but it's its own thing, and it's I think is gonna do better than Bleach,
It did.
as long as it's not repeat itself.
Yeah. I don't know if this is actually like true, but to me it kind of was. It kind of pulls at your heartstrings in the first episode because you see that one little thing. I don't know if I should explain that because it's kind of like a spoiler.
Let's just spoil away. The episode's already out. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it, because we're about to spoil this anime. I mean, it's only one episode, so really we're not going to spoil much.
Spoiling.
Yeah, so let's just talk about it.
I think it opened up with him. Of course, open it up. You know, the main character always has a different hair color. Main character is always stronger than everybody else.
Everybody's got black hair. He's got like red hair.
Yeah,
you know?
red, pink. Well, I don't
It's
know.
like that's the main character. I wonder who it is.
But they had his grandfather had passed away. Well, actually, he didn't pass away. He was in the hospital with him, and the grandfather really gave a good last words, and we didn't even know that was his last words. But he was basically saying, always have at least one person you can trust, even if it's just one.
And save one person.
Save one person, even if it's your last. Or it's like save one person if it's your last. Trust one person only if it's one. Because whenever it's your funeral, you want to be surrounded by people instead of just having one person who's forced to be there.
You want to be surrounded by people. And
and he wasn't. The grandfather was not. It was only his grandson.
Yeah. He did not want him to be like him.
Yeah.
And dude, legit, like his name was Yuji Itadori, and he, like, I love his personality. Like he's so chill. And over here, like one of the guys saying like, there's a curse, you know, and he's just like, curses? That's real, you know, like stuff like that. Like he's so chill and legit. There's gonna be a scene. I don't think the spoil really. I mean. It happens in the manga, and I assume it's going to be in the anime, where his favorite person is Jennifer Lawrence. He's just like he loves Jennifer Lawrence. So I'm gonna look forward to when they actually put that in the anime, because it's kind of funny. But
he's not a dumb.
Yeah, he's not stupid either. Like
he's have like a Goku.
Yeah, like he's cool.
Yeah.
He's he's got some cool clothes, and he's freaking strong and
possessed.
And possessed, yeah, that was interesting. Yeah.
Now that's something I don't know nothing about. You probably do, but because you're ahead of me. But in that little episode, you just see he's possessed, and then you're like, "What the fuck?" And then it ends the episode, and you're like, "What the heck?"
Yeah,
and then he wasn't possessed at the beginning of the episode.
Dude, that preview for the second episode, bro. Yeah. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, dude, I think his name, if I can remember, it's Sukuna something. But he has
a blindfold on, right?
No, that's Gojo.
Gojo.
Yeah, I was talking about
like logo, but Gojo.
Gojo, yeah. I'm talking about the guy that possessed Yuji.
Oh yeah, that dude, and it's kind of out of nowhere, because it kind of led you up, and you're like, yeah, he's fighting. This thing,
he's gonna be strong.
Then he eats this. It's a finger.
Yeah, I like though how you like when you watch it. That's why I like watching. Like if I've already like seen something, and then I see somebody's reaction, and you're like, he's gonna eat the finger, and like I think the first time I read that or something, I didn't think it was gonna do that.
It was a cursed finger.
Yeah, and so like just seeing that, like you already can tell. I like that when I see people can already like see what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, he ate that finger, and he's like, only 1 in a million, only 1 in a million. And you think he's that 1 in a million that's gonna get super strong because it's a poison. He even said it's poison, gonna kill him in seconds. He's like, it's a 1 in a million chance. But if you think about it, whenever he's saying it's a 1 in a million, he wasn't being like, oh no, he only has a 1 in a million chance. He was like, he has a 1 in a million chance. I hope he dies, because you don't catch it at first, because that 1 in a million isn't him living. It's 1 in a million of him getting possessed by.
And then he even says that, like, you think, like, when he was saying, like, it's going to be 1 million chance, you're like, oh, shoot, like, it's a 1 million chance that, oh, he's going to be, like, strong.
Yeah.
But,
he's the 1 in a million.
Yeah, and it's like, of course, it's, you know, the anime where
he
it
was
is.
The 1 in a million unlucky.
Yeah, literally the one where, that was a little plot twist they did.
Yeah.
There's just, like, the worst one.
They wanted him to die, but he ate it, and he defeated the curse that he was fighting.
Yeah, the curses.
And next thing you know, you're like, wow, he's so strong. And he turns around and he has a different voice. And you're like...
And he has 4 eyes.
He has 4 eyes now. And he has these black tattoos on him. And he's shirtless.
Yeah, and long...
Then he talks about raping children and women. And
yeah, because apparently it's saying that he was a curse or something way back in the day. Where
I know. It's a crossover. He's possessed by Hizuka.
By Hizuka?
Because you think about it, this is, I mean...
From Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter was considered, back in the day, and Hizuka was a predator, and he had long fingernails, and he had weird face.
Do you want me to tell you something? The people, it's kind of way out there, but some people think the author of Jujutsu Kaisen is Togashi, from that writes Hunter x Hunter. And because why they think that is because... I feel like you're gonna like this later on, because it gets really detailed, and you gotta like think. And there's this kind of like, I thought like at first when I like read the manga of this, I thought it was gonna be that kind of thing where it's just simple to go through, kind of like Bleach and all that. it's legit. You got to freaking like study. Like it's almost like that, which I love about Hunter x Hunter. So, but that's because with Hunter x Hunter, they brought you into it. You know about it, so you want to see more.
Yeah.
So with this, it's like I wasn't into it much already, but now since I've like basically I'm kind of like not really rewatching, but in a sense I know what sort of stuff that's going to happen, but it's been a while since I've read it anyway. Yeah. So I just want to, it's kind of like I'm almost going in blind. Like I know bits and pieces, but I forget how it went together. And that's what I'm really hyped for, is because the people that animated this animated God of High School, which I talked about in the podcast before, and update on that, it sucked at the end. Like it started really good, and then it just went bad. Because episode 3, I don't know if you know, was just out of the blue, this girl started getting married. And
what anime is this?
God of High School.
What?
Yeah. I'm just like, what is going on? What is going on?
God of High School was pretty strange. I mean, of course, the first episode was great, but after that, it was like...
Yeah, a lot of people just didn't like it. But Mappa animated that. Yeah. Animation was great. Yeah. Fights were great. And then they're animating Jujutsu Kaisen.
Good.
And, ready for this one? They're animating Attack on Titan. Final season.
No way.
Yes.
I legit bought a shirt today.
Oh, yeah, check this out.
I'm actually rewatching
Attack on Titan.
all the way from beginning to end of Attack on Titan because it's great. I mean, everything about it's great to me. There is really no down to that.
It's going to be one of the best shows. It is one of the best shows of all time.
Gosh, and that's legit what I do every day is I watch more and more and more. And I learn. And the thing is when I rewatch it, I see things that were hidden. Yeah. And I try to train myself to be...
That's the best thing about it.
I want to be knowledgeable. So like when somebody's like, I wonder why Aaron did this, I'm like, I know why. I know what was going through his head. I know what he was thinking. I know why. Because there's some things people are like, oh, that was a dumb decision. It wasn't. But this new anime has a lot of promise.
Jujutsu, I'm telling you. It's and they're going to have 24 episodes.
Yeah.
Which is good. But also it's like sometimes you thinking like, oh, shoot, 24 episodes, the animation might start lacking. Yeah. But it might not because like, for instance, I mean, Attack on Titan, the animation never went down.
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter, the animation never went down. So I'm really hoping it stays with Jujutsu because if it does, like it might become like as big as Kimetsu.
Wow.
Hopefully. Because I mean, Kimetsu, the animation, I feel like, I mean, the manga's good, but I feel like that's why it got really big because of the anime. So Jujutsu, I mean, hey, it was trending on #1 in Japan. It was trending in the United States. So I mean, it's definitely being talked about. And even people are so annoyed of it already. One episode, they're just like, oh, is there anything else,
I just don't want to be deprived. Like we hit those deprivation states where it's like, we get all these good animes, and then we have to go this long valley of nothing. Like, I feel like I was about to go to that valley of nothing, and then this pops up. And I'm
yeah.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Because 2020 has been, like, everything's started getting delayed. It's like not really many good stuff out. But definitely, I'm glad people are pushing stuff out at the end because I'm watching more anime this season, and Jujutsu is it's definitely up there for me.
So, like, how every movie or everything has like their own, like when you go to the task, it says like it's a horror, it's this or this. Would you say that this
like
is
the task as they're sus?
It's kind of
sus,
but it's like Demon Slayer. That's obviously the title of that is Demon Slaying.
Yeah.
So. Would this be considered like a curse slayer? Like
it's like I can't remember the actual the literal translation, but it was something like sorcerer.
Because he did say sorcerer. He's like the best sorcerer. Or this guy, he's like, I'm a sorcerer, or whatever, when he summoned dogs. But
I think they kept it because it's a lot easier just using the name. Because he even said the one of the characters that said he's from Jujutsu Corp or like company or whatever. Like they basically he's at a school where they do what they can do.
Yeah.
I don't want to go more in depth at it. I'm just, you know what? We should like totally just like every podcast just talk about the next episode.
I can do that.
That would be kind of cool because our first, look at that, guys. You hear it here first.
I'll stay dedicated to this.
The first anime where we both watch at the same time and talk about it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Great. I think that'd be really great. And we also, I mean, of course, we both have different ideas about it. Like, I'll see things and you see things, and I'm like, what? And you see things that I see.
Here's the thing about you, dude, is I have to like watch the show like this, just like staring at it and seeing everything. You can look away for like 30 seconds, come back, and already know what's happening. I'm like, that's talent because I cannot do that. I legit have to be like, wait, what happened? What happened? You're just like this. Oh, it'll do that though? Okay.
Yeah. But I will say this. Now, I don't know if this is any cred to anybody, or I don't know if anybody even cares I say this, but like, this is one of those animes to where I had my phone in my hand, and when it started, I was like, okay, let me just listen for anything to happen, and then legit, I had my phone down, and I was glued. I was glued. Now, every now and then I'd look at my phone, but I didn't need to.
I mean, the thing too is,
it kept me locked on.
But it was also subbed, so it's like you don't know what they're saying, so
Yeah,
you have
I
to
should
look.
have been watching. If it's dubbed, I mean, look at your phone all you want, but still, it's good enough for me to where I could have sat my phone down and just been glued and been completely appeased. But it was, so I guess it's considered a what is it called? A curse slaying movie. I mean, like kind of like Kimetsu with demons, and they were killing a bunch of demons. This one's where they're killing
like curses.
Living. I guess the curses are manifestations, like monsters.
Yeah,
and they're all different too. That's what I like. Is not every enemy is gonna be the same enemy. Like Dragon Ball, every enemy has a different fighting style, different way, but they're all literally just strong people fighting with their fist. This enemy was kind of sus.
Like legit, dude. Like one thing I liked about this the Jujutsu is the animation in this, because I don't know if you like noticed like just the scene where the dude was just running through the hall to the monster.
He turned and it had
that
it
looks
animated
so good.
And it wasn't like that. What is that called? Where it's like the 3D look. It wasn't that. It was literally the animation. It
might have been. I know they use a lot of CGI now, but they're making it look good.
That CGI, if that was CGI, that looked great.
I need to start looking behind the scenes on this stuff now. But yeah, then there was the scene where when he finally, like when he got possessed, Yuji, and he like destroyed that curse.
Yeah.
Like, dude, bro, I'm just thinking about the opening too. The opening song, that animation in there
is great,
bro. Like here's the thing, man. And look, it's so funny too, because the opening song, usually I'm like, you get hyped by it, and you're like, oh man, this is like my jam. This is good. I don't even hear it, because I'm so like amazed by the aesthetic.
Yeah,
the aestheticism, is that a word? As it is now.
It is.
But it's like, it looks so good, and like I hear a song playing, but I don't even hear it at all, because I'm just like, bro, that looks so good. And then obviously it's places in Japan, like in real places, and the episode 2 preview, it happened really quick, but
it looks pretty freaking dope,
dude. I'm telling you, man, Gojo, he's badass. Let's just say that. I can't wait for you to see more about him.
So overall, I don't know how much you know about the whole anime. I don't know if you're like
I'm trying to keep my mentality just for the anime, because I don't want to,
Yeah. So like, of course, some people frown on this question I'm about to ask. Some people frown on it. Some people want it. But what is your overall prediction? I think we've already kind of set a little foot on prediction. Do you think this is going to skyrocket?
Oh, for the like popularity rise? Yes.
You think it's going to skyrocket?
I think so. I don't know as much as Kimetsu, but it's already like up there, and it was so popular before it was even animated. So
that's a good sign.
So now I'm like, if it keeps up, then because Kimetsu, even the anime, when it was airing, it was kind of like just there. But then once like episode 19 happened, it went up like crazy amount. So that was the big animation, amazing. So now with Jujutsu, I think it's gonna be one of the next big ones. So what do you think?
I'm honestly in the dark. I'm very in the dark with this one.
So I mean, just off your impressions off the first episode.
From the first episode, I think it could be equal.
Equal. You could like you think
Kimetsu. I think it could be equal or maybe a little less. But I'm just on the first episode, and that's all I know about. I hope, and I really hope it's not going to pull a
like goes downhill.
What is that? What is the series that you watched and you told me not to watch it because it ended badly?
God of High School?
No, the
Game of Thrones.
I hope it doesn't pull a Game of Thrones on us.
Yeah,
because that will piss me off.
No, the Jutsu wouldn't get me as mad if Attack on Titan. Like Attack on Titan, if that ends bad, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's so crazy. We're trying to praise one anime when we're like Attack on Titan. We keep going back to
bro. It's a good show.
It is.
I remember when I used to just talk about Hunter x Hunter all the time.
That literally is a filthy Frank quote. He's like, "Don't talk shit about Attack on Titan."
It's so good, but to wrap up the Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm glad you're watching it, and look forward for more talk about that. And go watch it. Go watch it now. 2 episodes out right now. Crunchyroll. Maybe some others. I don't know, but just go watch it. Do it.
Gotta watch it.
Just watch it, okay?
And it takes place in a freaking high school, like every other anime.
Yeah, every other anime. But this one does it cooler.
It does it a lot better.
Yeah.